You feel it, don't you? That little spark in the air when you're with her? It's that electric, unspoken feeling that's hard to put your finger on. Is she just being nice, or is it something more? You're picking up on a vibe, a strong one, but you can't help but second guess what it all means. The signals are there, hiding in plain sight, but they're subtle, and if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss them every time. This isn't about playing guessing games anymore. This is about finally understanding the undeniable psychological and physical cues a woman gives off when she's not just interested, but genuinely and undeniably turned on by you. We aren't just talking about basic flirting. We're talking about the deep-seated signals her mind and body are sending your way, often without her even realizing it. So, if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, stick around. We're about to decode the 7 biggest signs she's seriously into you. Let's start with the most powerful, and often the most misunderstood signal: her eyes. You've heard the saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? Well, when it comes to attraction, they're more like a giant flashing neon sign. I'm not talking about a quick glance, I'm talking about prolonged, intense eye contact. Psychologists have known for a long time that deep eye contact is a massive indicator of interest. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll hold your gaze for just a beat longer than normal. It just feels different. There's a weight to it. Here's the cool science part. That sustained eye contact is neurologically powerful. It can trigger the release of chemicals like phenylethylamine and oxytocin, which are linked to attraction and bonding. One famous study found that couples who said they were deeply in love held eye contact 75% of the time while talking. The average for a normal conversation is only about 30 to 60%, so when she's looking at you like that, her brain is kicking into gear, creating a feedback loop of connection and pleasure. You might notice a specific pattern. Her gaze might lock with yours, then she'll shyly look away, only to let her eyes find yours again a moment later. That's not a lack of interest, that's a flirty little dance. Or you might catch her eyes dropping from yours down to your lips and then back up. That's a classic, almost primal signal that she's thinking about getting closer. It's a subconscious invitation. So when you feel that magnetic pull in her gaze, know that it's not all in your head. It's a scientifically backed signal that she's focused on you and building a connection that's way deeper than just words. Next up is the unmistakable signal of physical touch. When a woman is truly attracted to you, she will find subtle and sometimes not so subtle ways to close that physical gap between you. This isn't usually about being super forward, it's about creating little moments of connection through contact. These small gestures are incredibly powerful, because touch is one of our most fundamental ways to communicate comfort, trust, and, you guessed it, attraction. Psychologically, physical contact can trigger a dopamine release. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that makes you feel pleasure and reward. When she touches you, her brain gets a little hit of that feel-good chemical, which makes her want to do it again. It's her brain telling her, hey, this person is a source of good feelings. So, what does this look like? It often starts with what feel like accidental touches. Her fingers might graze yours when you both reach for a menu, or she might lightly bump her hip against yours while you're walking. A single time could be an accident, but if it keeps happening, it's a pattern. Pay attention to those socially acceptable touches that last just a little too long. It could be a hand on your arm while she's laughing at your joke, a playful pat on your shoulder, or finding an excuse to brush some lint off your shirt. Another huge clue is proximity. If you notice she's consistently standing or sitting closer to you than most people would, she's subconsciously breaking down social barriers and signaling she wants to be near you. She's testing the waters and showing you she's comfortable creating a more intimate space with you. A woman's body language is like a running commentary, and when she's into you, her posture often becomes an open invitation. This is mostly subconscious stuff. She's not actively thinking, okay, time to uncross my arms. Her body is simply reacting to feeling comfortable, trusting, and open with you. Open body language is one of the most reliable signs because it's incredibly hard to fake. Psychologically, an open posture shows she's receptive and not defensive. When we feel guarded, we naturally create physical barriers, crossing our arms, turning away, creating distance. But when we feel a connection, we drop those barriers. Think about how she's angled. Is she turning her torso and feet toward you even if you're in a group? That's a subconscious cue that you have her full attention. Leaning in when you talk is another classic. It shows she's not just hearing you, but is totally engaged and wants to catch every word. Physically, look for uncrossed arms and legs. That posture suggests she's relaxed and open to you. Another subtle but powerful sign is when she exposes her inner wrists. This is a vulnerable part of the body, and showing it is a signal of trust and ease. Her feet are another dead giveaway. People often point their feet in the direction they want to go, so if they're aimed at you, it means she's focused on you. Pay attention to these non-verbal signals. They often reveal way more about her comfort and attraction than her words ever will. Her body is literally opening up and inviting you in. Ever notice her subtly adjusting her outfit, smoothing her hair, or lightly touching her neck while you're talking? That's not just nervous fidgeting, it's a group of behaviors called preening, and it's a powerful, primal sign of attraction. Preening is all about grooming or fixing one's appearance, and when she does it in front of you, it's a subconscious effort to look her best for you. The psychology here is all about wanting to present the best version of herself. When she's attracted to you, your opinion matters more, and she might feel a little jolt of nervous energy. That energy gets channeled into these small, self-focused gestures. Playing with her hair is a classic. Whether she's flipping it, twirling a strand, or tucking it behind her ear, she's drawing your attention to one of her key feminine features. In the same way, lightly touching her face, neck, or lips draws your focus to these sensitive, intimate areas. Licking her lips is another big one, as it moistens them and naturally makes you look at them. These actions are basically screaming, "Look at me, I hope you find me attractive." It's a signal that she's hyper-aware of your presence and how she looks in that moment. Adjusting her clothes, like straightening her skirt or fiddling with a necklace, falls right into this category. It's a self-consciousness that's born from attraction. While one of these actions might not mean much on its own, when you see them happening again and again when you're around, they paint a pretty clear picture. She's not just getting ready, she's getting ready for you, right in that moment. One of the most fascinating and deeply psychological signs of attraction is mirroring. This is when a woman subconsciously starts to copy your body language, gestures, or even your way of talking. It's a huge sign because it's almost always unconscious, and it comes from a deep-seated human instinct to build rapport with people we're drawn to. The science behind this is all about our mirror neurons. These are brain cells that fire both when we do something and when we watch someone else do that same thing. They're key for things like empathy and social bonding. When a woman is attracted to you, her mirror neuron system gets more active, leading her to mimic you as a way of saying, "Hey, I'm on the same wavelength as you." This creates a powerful feeling of connection and intimacy, often before you've even had a deep conversation. You might notice that when you lean back in your chair, she does too. If you take a sip of your drink, she might reach for hers just a second later. She might even start using a word or phrase you use all the time. Another form of this is synchronization, where she might match her walking pace to yours or even unconsciously sync her breathing with yours when you're sitting close. This isn't her trying to copy you, it's a genuine subconscious effort to align with you. It signals a huge level of engagement and a strong desire to connect. When you spot this unspoken dance happening, recognize it for what it is, a profound sign that she feels a strong rapport and is deeply attracted to you on a neurological level. Time is our most valuable asset, right? So how someone chooses to spend it says everything about their priorities. When a woman is genuinely into you, you'll start to notice a clear shift in her availability. Suddenly, things that might have been logistical problems become minor details she's happy to figure out. Desire has a funny way of rearranging schedules, and if she's really interested, she'll find or make the time to be with you. From a psychological standpoint, this is all about investment. We invest our time and energy in people and things that we value, and that give us a sense of reward. When she starts rearranging her schedule, staying out later than she planned just to keep talking to you or finding excuses to be where you are, she's showing you that you're a priority. This is more than just being polite. It's an active choice to invest in the potential for a connection with you. For example, maybe she mentions she has to be up early but then hangs around talking to you for another hour. Or maybe she says her week is packed but then texts you to say something just opened up. Another powerful sign is when she starts to bring you into her social circle. Introducing you to her friends is a big deal because she's integrating you into her world, which shows she might see you sticking around. These actions are clear signs she's not just passively hoping to see you again, she's actively making it happen. When a woman consistently makes herself available, even when it's not convenient, she's sending a loud and clear message: I want more time with you. The final and maybe the most definitive sign is when she actively creates opportunities for you to take things to the next level. This isn't necessarily about her making the first move in the traditional sense. It's more about her clearing away the obstacles and rolling out the red carpet for you to make a move. She's signaling her comfort, trust, and readiness for something more. The psychology here is about reducing risk and signaling consent. By subtly creating these moments, she's communicating that an advance from you would be welcome. It's her way of giving you the green light without having to say the words, which can feel vulnerable for anyone. She's laying the groundwork, making it easier and less risky for you to escalate things. This often shows up in physical cues. For instance, when you make a light touch like putting your hand on her back to guide her through a crowded room, she doesn't pull away. She might even lean into it slightly. If you're sitting next to each other, she might let her leg or hand rest against yours, and she won't move it away. She's creating a point of physical connection and leaving it there, inviting you to do the same. Another perfect example is at the end of a date. She might linger, drawing out the goodbye, looking at you with that intense eye contact we talked about earlier. She's creating a moment, a pause, where a kiss would feel completely natural. In essence, she's holding the door wide open for you. When you see these signs, especially when they start adding up, understand that she is showing you she's ready for more. She's not just dropping hints, she's building a bridge and inviting you to walk across it. So, there you have it. The 7 undeniable signs that a woman is seriously attracted to you. From the deep, lingering look in her eyes and the subtle language of her touch, to the way she mirrors your actions and makes space for you in her life, these signals paint a very clear picture of her interest. Attraction is a complex dance of non-verbal cues and subconscious feelings. It's rarely shouted from the rooftops in one big moment, but instead it's whispered through a collection of these subtle behaviors. By learning to pick up on them, you can move from a place of guessing and uncertainty to one of confident understanding. You're no longer just hoping. You're observing and interpreting a language that's being spoken without any words. Just remember to always consider the context and look for a combination of signs. But when you see them, trust what you're seeing. She's showing you everything you need to know. If any of these signs hit home for you, or if you've seen them play out in real life, drop a comment below and share your story. We all learn from each other's experiences, and if you found this breakdown helpful and want more insights into the psychology of attraction and relationships, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what we've got coming next. Enjoyed this deep dive into attraction psychology? Hit subscribe to Inner Spark TV for more content on relationships, self-mastery, and decoding human behavior. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Ever seen these